Welcome, boys and girls, to Story Time with Casey and Kurt. Today's story is a fictional tale about mythical pre-approval letters. And because I am out of children's material today, we're just going to use our imaginations. Stop laughing. Once upon a time, there was a fair maiden realtor. Stunning, brilliant, highly intelligent, perfectly toned backside. Anyway, she was asked to review a pre-approval letter on an offer. On that letter, the first line said that the buyer was approved for more than asking price on the home. Yay! But then, down at the bottom, in what they probably would have preferred to be teeny tiny invisible ink, it said that all of that information was pending an analysis and approval of income, assets, employment. Then the fair maiden realtor turned back into a fire-breathing dragon and screamed at the top of her lungs, "What the hell did you all even check? Did you even look at anything, or did y'all just chest bump and make this a bro loan?" So the dragon called the mortgage wizard, Kurt. That just rolls right. We're gonna have to get you a different stage name for these stories. In the real world, boys and girls, these kinds of mythical pre-approval letters happen all the time. And if you don't have a fire-breathing agent and a great team around you, the worst case is that you get the letter and you go under contract, and then you find out as a seller that they can't close on the home. So, mortgage wizard Kurt, these are your people. So what is up with these letters?
So there are two types of forms that a mortgage person is going to give to a potential buyer. There's a pre-qualification and a pre-approval. Drastically different, mildly similar, but drastically different. Let's just cut to the chase. A pre-qualification is going to be, hey, my name is Joe. Casey gave me your number. I need to buy a house. I'm here at the house. I need to put in an offer. I've got an 800 credit score. I make $100,000 a year. I've got 10% down, and I've been on my job for 10 years. Write me a letter right now. Does that happen in the real world? All the time. It really does. And that's a pre-qualification. That means that a loan officer is asked a handful of questions, basically can gloss over and say that person sounds like they're ready, they're qualified to buy a home. Flip side, pre-approval. Pre-approval, I have taken an application, pulled credit, checked assets, checked income, verified these items, written a pre-approval, which then you can take to an offer, and it's more solid than anything else except for maybe cash. They're drastically different but sound similar, and that's why we try to not give the fire-breathing dragon agent people bad information. I like pre-approvals. Pre-qualifications happen, pre-approval tells you can buy the house. Simple as that.
Where did your FBI agent skills, what do you need to read? Because what I saw was pending approval and analysis of, and that said to me that you hadn't done that yet. But so is there anything else that tells me this is pre-approval versus pre-qualification?
If I have a buyer's agent I work with constantly and they throw me one of those and my meter's a little high, my BS meter's on a little bit on the radar, I'm going to say time out. Let's ask some more questions. Don't put this person under contract yet because I'm not that comfortable. As a seller, you should be like, hey, buyer's agent, look, does he really qualify? Did he talk to them? Ask the questions.
Sometimes I think people don't want to talk about money.
No, you got to have that conversation.
You got to get on the phone.
It's either, I always say this, we can either have that conversation now where I'm the buyer's agent, you're the seller's agent, we're talking about Mr. John over here. And, oh, he's fine. Everything's good. Yay, high fives. Rock and roll, we're going to close in 45 days. In 42 days, I have to now tell the selling agent, you took your house off the market for me because I trusted this guy, and it ain't going to happen.
And that's when the seller's agent also turns into a fire-breathing dragon.
It's an awful conversation to have.
Yep.
Does it happen? Of course it happens. But avoid that up front. Do a pre-approval versus a pre-qualification, and you got nothing to worry about.
The end. I have a business idea. Let's get rid of all these dating apps. Pre-approval letters for people you want to date. You just get the portfolio, the percentages, you get how much is in the bank, you get 3 references from all their other exes who they said were crazy, and you just get a nice little letter, and they send that in, and then in 3 business days minus federal holidays, you can get back with a response to their application?
I would consult an attorney on that. Maybe you might be violating a couple of things, but like a pre-qualification versus a pre-approval, you know what you're getting into.
And that would save all of us a lot of heart rate. I'm going to draft up our LLC paperwork.